Hey Bulldogs, Chris Bryant here. It is April 9th, 2019, and I've got a huge quick quiz for you today. Might not be as quick, but I've got some extra information here for you that you CCENT and Network Plus Bulldogs need to know as well. Got 5 practice exam questions coming up for you, and I made it bigger because I know I got to wake a few of you up after the last 2 nights of sport. With the NCAA basketball tournament ending last night, congratulations to the Virginia Cavaliers, who play right up the street from me, right up the interstate actually. And that game started at 9:20 and went to overtime. So if you're bleary-eyed from that, and you watched WrestleMania the night before, which seemingly ended at 4 a.m., then I know you're really tired. So let's dive into these questions, see if we can't wake you up a little bit. They really got to shorten that show. Let's go to this question first. What one-word term involving electric signals is illustrated here, where a signal begins as a strong one and then a weak one, and using the non-technical term super weak? What one-word term do we use to describe this? It's a term that may just pop up on your exams. Now, I need you to tell me what the central device in this particular network is, because I can guarantee you on the Cisco exam, CCENT and CCNA, and very likely on your Network Plus exam, you're going to see this, and you need to know its behaviors without being told, hey, this is a blank. Thought I was going to say it, didn't you? But I didn't. So let's see if I can avoid naming it here, because we're using that same device in 4 hosts, and I'm asking you, how many collision domains are there in this particular network? Are there 0, 1, 2, 4, or is it impossible to tell with the information I've given you here? Think about that one. We're going to move on to question 4 here. What 2 devices are represented here? If you've been studying for a while, this one's easy. But again, these are devices that you need to know them by sight, what they are, because they're definitely going to show up on your Cisco exams and on your Network Plus exam. And again, you'll need to know their behavior in certain situations, which future practice exams here, video practice exams and quick quizzes here in April 2019 are going to quiz you on, so make sure to come back for those. You got to subscribe while you're at here. Can't beat the price. Finally, 4 hosts are directly connected to a switch, and I realize this question is also numbered 4, but we'll go with it. 4 hosts are directly connected to a switch. How many collision domains do you have? Do you have 0, 1, 2, 4, or again, is it impossible to tell without more information? And let's hit question 5. Bit of an essay question here. So I made this kind of flashcard style for you. What is microsegmentation? What exactly is it? It's specific to one particular situation in networking. And we're going to go over all of these in a moment. Just a quick plug here and a quick reminder about my CCNA flashcards coming up to the site. They're going to launch on April 29, 2019. CCNP and Network Plus cards are right on the way. What you do, you log into my site once you've signed up, and it's just a phenomenal product. You're going to be able to sample it before I ask you to buy anything. And I tell you, I am my own worst critic, and these babies are fantastic. The beta testers have all loved it. And the best thing about this is that flashcards have been scientifically proven to be more effective at retaining and understanding information than traditional practice exams. And to help you bring that power to your studies, especially for the CCNA first, I'm going to cover that one beginning April 29. You'll definitely want to head out to the website and check that out at thebryantadvantage.com. Now let's head back through these questions. And first off, talk about this one. The one-word term we're looking here for is attenuation. Attenuation is a term that refers to the weakening of any electric signal as it travels. So that's why you got to pay attention to those cable max links that you have to learn and memorize in your CCENT and Network Plus studies. They are actually important, because if you go beyond those limits, then attenuation starts working its way in. Now, as far as the central device in this network, this is a hub. You're going to see a single double-headed arrow on top of a hub. And you need to know how hubs affect network performance, and that definitely goes for how many collision domains we have in this particular network. The thing with hubs is that while they were a step up from the repeaters that we had before that, which really just repeated an electrical signal and helped out with attenuation, the thing is with hubs is that when it comes to collision domains, and I'm going to scroll here for a moment, so bear with me, I wanted to show you this. When you have 4 hosts or 40 connected to a hub, and it's unlikely you'll have 40, but if you had 4, what you have is one big collision domain, because hubs don't do anything to break up collision domains at all. Nothing. So let's head back to our questions here. What devices are represented here? That's our bridge, first off, on the left, and that is a switch on the right with the 4 single-headed arrows. And question 4 again, 4 hosts were directly connected to a switch. How many collision domains do you have? Let me show you an illustration here. I'm going to scroll again, so if that bothers you, just close your eyes for a moment, and here we go. When you have a host directly connected to a switch, it is in its own little collision domain. It is a collision domain onto itself, if you will. So what you have there is a collision domain for every host that is connected to an individual switch port on a switch. So if you have 4 hosts connected to 4 different switch ports, you have 4 collision domains, and therefore much fewer collisions than if you had a hub connecting them. And the final question I asked you today was about something called microsegmentation. That's a fancy pants way of telling you that you've got 1 host per port, and that makes it 1 collision domain. So again, microsegmentation, it's more of a Cisco word than anything else. I see it in their documentation where they'll talk about microsegmentation, and what they're talking about is just connecting every host to its own individual switch port, which makes it its own individual collision domain. Woo! A lot going on there in 6 minutes. Feel free to watch it again. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything, or to subscribe while you're at here. I am Chris Bryant. Thanks for watching today. I will see you tomorrow on April 10. We're going to talk about broadcast domains and some network devices, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your day.